What's up, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. We actually got both of us in the house today. I'm joined by Darren, of course.
Yeah. What's up?
And we have kind of a really cool announcement to tell you guys. We got early access to see Zack Snyder's Justice League. We're going to be watching it tomorrow. I'm going to be watching it around 10 a.m. Darren's, what time are you going to be watching it?
Probably at night, like maybe around like six
Yeah.
or seven. Yeah,
We have
because
the
I
whole-
have stuff to do on Saturday. Yeah.
Well, so the funny story is, well, if you guys didn't know, there was this challenge called the, what was it called? The
Heroes Among Us.
Heroes Among Us challenge, and basically, I submitted one video, and Darren submitted like 10 videos, but basically,
No.
yeah.
I wanted to make sure. All right.
Yes. So we basically what happened is we both won, and we'll talk about the story of like how I found out I won in a second. But just if you guys haven't subscribed already, please do hit the subscribe button to get our reaction to Zack Snyder's Justice League and our review. There's going to be a lot of discussion around that soon. We're going to be also talking about the Flash movie. Obviously, there was some big news regarding the Flash movie, and we're gonna talk about the question of whether the Snyderverse will continue past this movie in this video just a little bit. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video if you can. But with that being said, my little story of how I found out was that I was over here working out. I work at a gym, and then I get a call from Darren, and this dude says, "I won. Did you win?" And I checked my email. And I literally I'm not shitting you guys, I started screaming. And some of my coworkers were like kind of rushed in to kind of just like look at what was going on. And I kind of just waved them off and it was all good. But yeah, I swear
They thought you had coronavirus.
I busted out like two or three more sets after hearing that. I was super hyped. But yeah, we won that. We're lucky enough to see the movie tomorrow. So be on the lookout for our reaction. We're going to try to post it up early Sunday morning. So that's exciting, and if any of you guys won an early screening, congrats to you guys. All I have to say is that we'll see you on the other side. Darren,
Yep.
got anything to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, the early screening is just incredible thing to witness. I mean, we already heard that HBO Max was inviting people already to get early access for March 15th, but we got even earlier by entering the sweepstakes to watch it on March 13th. So I was bummed out that none of us got invited to the March 15th early screening. But man, this definitely makes up for it. That's why I entered so many videos. I even did the donation. Like there's a one
Yeah.
where you
For IMAX?
you give, yeah, for IMAX, and I don't even care if they don't select me for that because I'm gonna watch it anyways. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
crazy.
excited.
Yeah. So the idea was to select the local hero around you. It was a really easy challenge or sweepstakes. It's like one of the first
Yeah.
sweepstakes I've ever won too. So I was super shocked when I heard that I did win. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna do a reaction video for Sunday. There's gonna be a lot of discussions. People are gonna be doing live streams. We'll be doing live streams hopefully as well. So stay tuned for that. So the question I have is for today. Is whether or not you think the Snyderverse will continue past this movie.
Man.
Obviously, we've seen some incredible images and trailers, and we've seen the reaction. We kind of live in a bubble in our own Twitter and social media sphere, so I feel like the hype around this movie is as big or no, it's bigger than when it was in 2017 when the Justice
yeah.
League came out. It's even bigger, and to see some of the footage that has come out of this movie is just the scale just seems like if this was Justice League, the scale of this movie, just from the teasers, it just feels like it's ballooning past anything we could ever even comprehend. So we got recent news. Darren, you can comment it on in a second, but I'll pull up the article or kind of I'll pull up the little headline here. Okay, here we go. Pull up Twitter. Boom. Okay, so we're on our Twitter page, and we'll talk about some of the screenshots in a second. But Okay, so Ray Fisher and THR. So basically, THR put out this article that Kiersey Clemons, who plays Iris West, is going to be in the Flash movie. So obviously, that raises a lot of questions because Warner Brothers has specifically stated that Justice League 2017 is canon, and if Justice League 2017 is canon and didn't even have Iris West, but
Yeah.
Iris West is going to be in Zack Snyder's Justice League, what is even canon at this point? What do you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, you could still make it happen. Just don't reference any of the scenes that happen in the Snyder Cut. I mean, I feel like the Snyder Cut's kind of like their first meeting with each other, like the first time they met, and so maybe in the Flash movie, they are already together, and
Yeah,
they just won't mention what happened during Darkseid's invasion.
yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
very
that
true.
makes sense to me. Yeah.
Um, so, I mean, the way I see it, and you know what's funny? One of my favorite YouTubers, Robert Meyer Burnett, and I mean, I know you met Robert Meyer Burnett, and he's one of the he's an awesome advocate for movies in general. But his thesis was that because she's in there, this is a direct sequel
Oh,
to Zack Snyder's Justice League.
yeah.
That was his thoughts on it, and I to an extent agree. Um, and you know, one of the things that's a little bit more giving me a little bit more hope for the Snyderverse to continue is not only all of the fans making it trend, hashtag restore the Snyderverse, but it's YouTubers like Grace Randolph who has dropped some incredible tea, as she likes to say recently.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the tweet right now, but um, essentially what she said, I can't find it right now, but basically she said if what she's heard is that Justice League 2 and 3 is now a possibility. This is what she's hearing. And she's also hearing that some suits, we don't really know who, want Zack Snyder to direct Wonder Woman 3. So Darren, what's your thoughts on
Man.
do you think this is like something that you can take you can take with a little bit of, do you have to take it with a little bit of salt, or do you think this is actually a little credible? And what do you think about Zack Snyder taking over for Wonder Woman, the franchise after Patty
Yeah.
Jenkins?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd say, especially in the DC world, take it with a grain of salt. Be very cautiously optimistic. Um, let's talk about the Wonder Woman 3. So I know Patty Jenkins was already signed on for Wonder Woman 3. She's already in it. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I do know that he could just like co-direct or like kind of like help produce the movie.
Sure.
So maybe he's not going to be directly directing it. So he could just be producing it and just helping Patty Jenkins just maybe with the script, some of the shots in the movie, and just kind of get that feel that we felt during the first Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's the best way to go. Like, give Patty Jenkins the credit, but also have Zack Snyder as for support, and then you get that mixture, and we get the same results that we got with Wonder Woman 1. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
In the age of cancel culture and just being a victim. Now, don't get me wrong, some of that stuff is warranted, but if they were to take Wonder Woman 3 from Patty Jenkins, I'm gonna throw two sides at you. If they were to take Wonder Woman 3 from Patty Jenkins, there's gonna be a huge mob of people online calling Warner Brothers sexist, they're just gonna be like, you're going to really put a man in charge of Wonder Woman, despite, at least in my opinion, him having the best version of Wonder Woman so far. This is just my opinion. The Wonder Woman we've seen in BVS, and I mean, given it's really small, but it is different. So we're going to have a huge mob of people attacking WB for that. But then on the other side of things, Patty Jenkins, she apparently has not really commented on the fact that she signed on. Now, after Woman 1984 came out, Warner Brothers put out a release that she's going to be directing Wonder Woman 3. It's already greenlit.
Yeah.
And a lot of studios will do that in order to get the hype of this movie up a little bit more because Wonder Woman
So,
1984,
1984.
it was getting
Yeah.
trashed a little bit. So, but then if you go onto her Twitter page and her social media profiles, and I don't even think she's really commented on Wonder Woman 3 so much after that release. You would think that she's going to go ahead, and this is something that Ping Pong Flicks, Chris Swanson, he's commented on, like, hey, she hasn't really been commenting on that announcement so far. She's talked about how she's had a little bit of plans for Wonder Woman to be taking place in present time, but outside of that, we know she's doing a Star Wars movie. So is she laying the groundwork for leaving the DCEU? We know that she's had trouble in the past, or a lot of people have issues with how Warner Brothers handles things, but of course, Warner Brothers has announced things, with directors, before even having sit down and known the plan of those directors. So we had Zack Snyder was greenlit for Justice League 2 and 3, right? And yeah, that got swept under the rug. We have Rick Fumui. I apologize, I can't say his name.
Yeah,
director of the Flash,
director.
the dope director. He left.
Yeah.
So we've seen these announcements before. And we know that Patty Jenkins is a huge supporter of Zack Snyder. To be fair, I do think your situation is probably the best of both worlds, where, hey, you don't get attacked, but you do get a collaboration of these two great minds. And I think we can get something good out of that. But yeah, to be honest, I think for me, if it was up to me, I would love to see Zack Snyder direct Wonder Woman 3 because after I rewatched, if I watched Wonder Woman 1984, I know in our initial review we were like, it's okay. I watched it again since then.
It keeps lowering.
It keeps getting lower and lower in my. So I'm gonna have to do another re-ranking of the DCU because I really don't like it anymore. I think what happens is I'm the type try to find all the good things I like about it, but that's just me though. No offense to anyone who does like Wonder Woman 1984, but yeah. So that's so that was her tea, and I think So
let's talk about Justice League 2 and 3.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I think that one is. I mean, we never again this whole Snyder Cut thing. We've never seen anything like it before. Where like a director's cut like comes out, or like the original cut of something comes out like really quickly, and so the fact that they let go, I guess they got rid of like Zack Snyder, and then him coming back to like direct sequels, like I feel like that's unprecedented. For sure. And so I don't know, I think they would have to definitely work something out with HBO Max and Warner Brothers, because we're like, I think I watched like other videos before, and they're just like, where's the funding going to come from for the Justice League sequel? And so I think that's where like it's for sure going to be. I think it's going to be set for theaters, and then Warner Brothers would have to get involved, but also like how would that work with HBO Max? And so it's I don't know, it's definitely up in the air, but I would definitely see it. So I mean, no questions asked. Even if they like release it just on HBO Max somehow, with however funding they get, I think that would be great. And so
I think
who knows where like the Justice League will be at that time? Yeah, because like who's left?
Yeah, and if you had asked me this a year ago, I would say there's no way. Even a few months ago, I probably would have said there's no way, but now I'm seeing, I mean, anything seems possible in this day and age.
I mean, like I was going to say, like the hype for this movie is so large, like what you were saying earlier, like it's just ballooning. Like I have cousins that are like diehard Marvel fans. Yeah. So anytime like a DC movie comes out, they kind of like text me and kind of like, hey, you about to watch this? Or like, or like they just trash on like, they trash on DC movies all the time. They just like to play games with me. But recently they've been like really into all the Snyder Cut teasers, and they're definitely gonna watch the movie. And so it's like if there's demand for it, like I feel like Warner Brothers, they have to capitalize on it. They have to. They're stupid for not doing it. Oh yeah. If we just obliterate the views and like it's like it's performing like crazy numbers, like Warner Brothers, they have to have that discussion. And so I think that's where Grace is coming from, where they know the hype is real. The hype is crazy right now. And I mean, we live, even though it's 4-hour movie, people binge watch Netflix movies all the time in one sitting. So, Netflix shows. And so 4 hours is not intimidating, I think, if you really think about it. And that's what especially my cousins that are diehard Marvel fans are like, yeah, I'm going to watch the 4-hour movie. Like, I don't care. Like, they no hesitation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, it's crazy to, I mean, you're already getting some of the people who've seen this movie. This movie, no one has complained about the 4 hours. That's all I can say. There's been several reactions. Some of them, one of my favorites is Kevin Smith's reaction on his Fat Man on Batman. I haven't seen that one yet. All he does is this: I can tell you I know things, and he goes, ugh, and he's just like, you can tell he wants to talk about it. So, no one has ever complained. I mean, as far as I've seen, no reaction has ever mentioned or hinted at the movie's too long. So that's all I can say. It's promising, you know, just like a binge watch of Netflix. Yeah, I think when Daredevil season 3 came out, I binge watched the whole damn show in a day. So
how fast can you watch like for Daredevil? Like, you easily watch four episodes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal. Shit.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I don't know how we got to this point talking about the length of the movie, but yeah. I mean, where's the funding going to come from?
The original concern.
Yeah. I think. You know, HBO does have a huge budget. I mean, think about it. Game of Thrones, what did they say costed $100 million an epissoed? Don't tell me you can't do that for HBO. Come on, HBO. NWB. I swear, I tweeted this, but I promise you, WB, I will stop talking so much shit about you guys if you do this one thing. I will really stop.
the thing that I don't like about Warner Brothers, that they've repeatedly, I feel like, shown, is that a lot of these things, like, I feel like their logic on how they've been doing these DC movies, like in like the sequence, like they're not choosing the right character. They're choosing so many random projects that like fans don't want, like, they don't want a Raven movie or a Zatanna movie.
I think some fans do want a Zatanna movie. To be fair,
we do.
Yeah.
No, there are some. Sure, there are some, but we want to get the essentials first out. Sure. You know, we want the Cyborg movie, we want the Flash movie, we want the Green Lantern movie.
Basically, what they're doing is they're botching it. They're like, everyone wants to see these characters fleshed out, but they're botching the storytelling process. They're just, you know what I'm saying? Like, why announce a Blue Beetle movie now when we're talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League? Why don't you tell us you're going to give us a Cyborg movie, or you're going to give us a Green Lantern movie, or we already know we're going to get that, but announce something a little bit more relevant to what people want to see right now. Not to say
the fans want it.
Exactly. Yeah.
No one's creating hashtags for Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
I mean, just what it is.
Don't get me wrong, though. I like Blue Beetle. I think would be awesome. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna watch it anyways. Yeah. But we're not asking for that.
Yeah. Like, they need to create a reason for us to, especially people who are unfamiliar, you know, with the characters, to, you know, to buy into it. You know, like, okay, why are you making a Blue Beetle movie before we get, like, you know, our Green Lantern movie? Like, you guys need to flesh out the main core characters. But, you know, again, we can go on and on about Warner Brothers and, you know, what we think about
their
them.
decisions.
But I promise you, Warner Brothers, again, just restore the Snyderverse and all is forgiven. Yeah, so...
Easy fix.
Yeah. All right, well, that's all we got for today, guys. So, again, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. I cannot wait to see you guys on the other side. All of us deserve to...
I'm counting down.
Yep. We deserve to experience this together. And I promise we will, because there's this watch party on March 18th with Zack Snyder. Who knows what he's going to announce next? We do know The Rock's manager said she knows some things that she can't let out yet. So hopefully we're going to get more Henry Cavill, hopefully get more of all of that stuff. We will be covering all of it, and make sure to subscribe to get that stuff. All right, so that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like, subscribe. Catch you guys later. Darren, I'll see you on the other side.
See ya, man.
Peace.
Stay.